Hello Dolly fans, I'm Venetica, and this is part 1 of my Classy Doll female body review. Part 1 covers posing ability and functionality, part 2 covers aesthetics. It's a photo gallery text commentary. If you'd like to check that out, the link's in my description. Our model here is Eris. She's actually a hybrid, so the head is made by Nick's doll. The official height of the body with the head is 60 centimeters, which is SD size. There are two types of this body, the T and the S. This is the T or toned body, the S stands for slim. The only difference between the two is the sculpt detail. Each body also has a choice of 3 bust sizes, A, B, and C type. This is the A type, which is the small bust. So normally I try to do my reviews without any modifications to the body, but in this case I couldn't tolerate it without sueding. So I'll point out those areas as I go along. I'm going to skip her head cap, since it's by a different company anyway, but her knot is located in her torso. I will show you the neck movement since the head is the correct size for the neck. Side to side. She couldn't do this at all without sueding. Back. Forward. Her shoulders really badly needed sueding because there was zero friction here. I'm actually going to have to redo this side because it's still not that great. But the mobility is the same as any other doll. She has double jointed elbows. So initially she can bend it that far. And then this is all the way. And she has pretty good movement in her forearms, which is nice. Her wrists, these didn't need any sueding at all. Forward. Hold up. Okay. Forward. Back. She can move them side to side a little bit. And she can twist them. And they have this cool feature, which I discovered by accident. So if you pull out her wrists by the ball joint and turn them, they can sit there and then you can easily remove the wrist and switch it out. There's a little tab here on the ball joint which fits into this hole to keep it in place. She has an underbust joint, and this is the #1 area I needed to suede because when I first got her she was pretty much permanently like this, so I just didn't want to keep upright. So side to side is pretty good. She can lean back a little bit, and she could lean forward quite a bit with the sueding, but it looks pretty bad. And she can't twist this area at all. She has femoral joints, and I'm definitely going to have to restring her, but I left it intact to show you this. They chose to string her this way, through a hole in her resin there. And what that does is it forces her legs together, so it's pretty much impossible to get her to stand. And of course, you know, she can't do a split or anything. She can't really move her leg too much within the socket. So pretty much all she can do with these joints is sit up, but she does sit up pretty straight. She has ledges in the back of her legs, which don't really seem to do much, because they'll just fall down. At least this one will. So hopefully when I restring her, it's going to be a little better in that area. Her knees are double jointed. I did suede this area because it just popped right back up whenever I tried to bend them. So, nice siren in the background, you can probably hear that. She can bend them this far initially. And then that's as far as it can go, which isn't that great. You can force it out a little more, but it looks really weird. And she can't rotate her lower leg at all. Her ankles, I did go ahead and suede this area just because I thought it would help with getting her to stand, and it does stabilize her a little bit. So, back, forward, she can move them side to side, and she can twist them. And these have the same feature as the wrists, but this is really tight, so I might not even be able to pull it out. Let's see if I can do it. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it, guys. I'm sorry. But she has that little, it's the same tab system. Oh, fail. So, this body is definitely going to do a lot better in part 2 than part 1. I mean, even with the sueding, she's still a little unruly. And so that's pretty much mandatory. I highly recommend while you have her apart for sueding, just go ahead and restring her, or this is going to drive you crazy. So that's it for part 1. If you'd like to check out part 2, link is in my description. Thank you for watching.